If you've spent any time in the garden, you've probably noticed how plants seem to thrive near old tree stumps, fallen logs, or areas where wood has slowly broken down over the years. That's not an accident. Long before synthetic fertilizers and bottled soil boosters, gardeners were quietly burying rotting wood in the ground to build rich, productive soil. On Soil Factor, we're all about understanding what truly feeds the soil. And this method is one of the most powerful, low-cost techniques you can use to grow healthier crops while improving your soil for years to come. Burying rotting wood is not a gimmick or a shortcut. It's a soil-building strategy rooted in natural forest systems, where nothing goes to waste and fertility is built layer by layer. In this article, I'll walk you through how it works, why it works, and how you can use it effectively in your own garden. Whether you're just starting out or you've been growing food for decades. Not all wood behaves the same in the soil, and understanding this can save you, well, quite a bit of frustration. Softwoods like pine and fir, you see, break down faster than hardwoods, but both types really have their place. Partially rotted wood is ideal because decomposition has already started, meaning soil organisms can get to work immediately. Fresh wood can still be used, but it will take longer to break down and may, for a while, tie up nitrogen in the surrounding soil. Avoid treated wood, painted wood, or anything that may contain chemicals. These materials can harm soil life and contaminate your garden. Natural branches, logs, wood chips, and even old tree roots are all fair game. The size of the wood matters too. Large logs break down slowly and provide long-term benefits, while smaller branches and chips decompose faster and give you quicker results. Honestly, a mix of sizes often works best, providing both immediate and long-lasting soil improvement. The key to success is placement. Wood should be buried deep enough that it doesn't interfere with planting, but close enough to the root zone to benefit crops. In garden beds, this usually means digging down 30 to 60 centimeters and laying the wood at the bottom. Soil is then layered back on top, ideally mixed with compost or well-rotted manure. Once buried, the wood becomes part of the soil system. You don't need to disturb it again. Over time, it will collapse, settle, and integrate fully into the soil profile. This settling is normal and, honestly, often improves soil structure even further. Watering after burying wood is important, especially in the early stages. Moisture helps kickstart decomposition and supports microbial activity. Once established, the buried wood will help regulate moisture on its own. One of the most common concerns gardeners have is nitrogen drawdown. When microorganisms decompose wood, they use nitrogen in the process. If fresh wood is buried too close to plant roots, crops may show signs of nitrogen deficiency during the first season. This is easy to manage, though. Bury wood deeper. Add nitrogen-rich materials like compost or manure above it, and avoid planting heavy feeders directly over fresh wood in the first year. Over time, the nitrogen used during decomposition is returned to the soil in a more stable and plant-available form. In gardens where partially rotted wood is used, nitrogen issues are minimal or quite often non-existent. The long-term gains far outweigh the short-term adjustments. Once the system is established, a wide range of crops benefit from buried wood. Vegetables with deep root systems, such as tomatoes, squash, maize and fruit trees, especially love the improved moisture retention and soil structure. Leafy greens also benefit from the steady nutrient release once decomposition is underway. Root crops appreciate the loosened soil, which allows for straighter, healthier roots. Even perennial plants respond well, as they can tap into the slow-release fertility year after year. The key is patience. This method shines brightest over time, rewarding gardeners who think beyond a single season. What makes burying rotting wood truly special is how it transforms soil over the long term. Each year, the soil becomes darker, richer, and more alive. Earthworm populations increase, microbial activity explodes, and plant health improves naturally. You'll find yourself watering less, fertilizing less, and harvesting more. The soil becomes easier to work, more forgiving of mistakes, and better able to support diverse crops. This is soil building at its best: slow, steady, and deeply effective. At Soil Factor, we focus on understanding soil as a living system, not just a growing medium. Burying rotting wood fits perfectly into this mindset. It's not about quick fixes or chasing yields with chemicals. It's about building soil that works for you, season after season. This method teaches patience, observation, and respect for natural processes. It reminds us that the best gardens are built from the ground up, with soil health as the foundation. If you're serious about growing better crops and building soil that improves every year, burying rotting wood is a technique worth embracing. It's affordable, sustainable, and proven by nature itself. Start small, observe the results, and let your soil show you what's possible. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Soil Factor on YouTube for more deep, practical insights into soil health and smart gardening. Share this article with a fellow gardener who's struggling with poor soil, and let's grow healthier gardens, one layer of soil at a time.